Hey, pay attention. I don't know what this is for. But the higher you climb the mountain, the more these people shape shift. See, when you're going up the mountain, when you're following the Lord, you got to keep your eyes on them, bro, sis. And the reason I say you got to keep your eyes on them, because when you get to the fork in the road, there's a lot of things that are going to be telling you, go this way, go that way. And you don't understand, like, a lot of people use the word too to get in your heart, to get in your soul. See, the isolation season that you went through, it was you building that dam, you building that, because the spirit inside of you flows like a river, everlasting. See, the Holy Spirit, it don't stop. How the sun don't stop shining, the same way the Holy Spirit, it does not stop. Everlasting, continuing forever, 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 forever. Infinity, forever. You understand that? So understand this. When you let people in your dam, in your lighthouse, it stops to flow. It slows you down. So your spirit will start to get heavy. You'll start to feel uneasy. It's because people are poking, sticking, or trying to break your dough, trying to break your dam. They trying to get in, bro. They trying to get in. They trying to get in your irrigation system. They trying to get in that. See? It doesn't mean that they're bad people or anything, but it's like when you walk with that oil, when you walk with it, they see it and they need it. You know? Maybe for security reasons, maybe for spiritual reasons, but they need access. See, that wilderness season was showing God that you can give your heart to him. See, he's trying to stop you from loving the world, because he who loves the world does not have God. And I know it's tricky because you want blessings of the world, but if you love the world, is it wrong for you to love blessings? And that's where it gets tricky. But then when you learn to have discipline and God can trust you, you will be able to have the discernment to manage your blessings, to receive the blessings, so you can disperse the blessings, because you are a blessing. You might not see it today or not, but you are a blessing. You're the blessing. You've been in your wilderness season and not giving up by staying down. You blessed yourself. And by you blessing yourself, you're blessing other people. Listen, you keep trying to do it the way that they do it. Get the job, stack the paycheck. No, bro. When you're blessed with the Spirit to communicate and connect, you have to move differently, brother. You got to use them type of skills. You got to use, that's what you got to use, bro. So, first thing first, you're sober, right? Go to Goodwill or go to a thrift store, you know, and just find some nice clothes. Get a shirt, get some pants, you know what I'm saying? Get something nice, you know. And while you're doing that, practice saying hi to people. Practice speaking to people. Practice smiling. Practice half smiling. Practice, you know, starting conversations. Practice, you know, taking risks, bro. So what I mean by taking risks is opening up to people. Sizing people up a little bit, looking like, okay, maybe they might help me, or maybe they might be my angel, or maybe they might lead me to the right direction. But don't turn into that person that homeless man that just sit at the park and just sit there and just watch. Don't ever move no more. Don't turn into that person. You gotta strategize. You gotta move around. You gotta look for patterns. You gotta look for people who gonna lead you in the right direction. But you gotta have the clarity. You gotta have the awareness. All right, so step 2, you got that now. You got your outfit, you got your clarity, you're ready to speak. Now you gotta be ready to tell people what you're going through, your problems, bro. You have to, because how they gonna know to help you? How they gonna lead you in the right direction? And don't just go blindly. That's why you gotta have discernment. That's why you gotta be able to read the room. That's why I'm telling you to be sober. That's why I'm telling you to have clarity. That's why I'm telling you to be aware. Because you'll be able to feel the spirit. You'll be able to feel the genuineness of them, bro. When you talk to them, you'll be able to feel the comfort, the warmth. And when you go and ask them or be able to approach them, you'll be able to feel it. One connection will lead to another. One connection will lead to another. How do I know? Because, bro, I used to live state to state, just like you. Just like you. You know? And how I lasted was just other people, bro. Other people connected me to people, and it connected me to this, and it connected me to that, and led me to this. But I always believed, I never thought nothing was not gonna happen. I always knew it was gonna happen. It was periods of my life where I didn't have no spot, and I wasn't homeless. That's what I'm saying, bro. But I knew how to connect. With genuine people. See, I know you probably click off the video right now because you don't like to hear stuff like that. You don't like to hear connection. You don't like to hear unity. You don't like to hear harmony. You don't like to hear it coming together. But think about it, bro. Your favorite song got a flute, a clarinet, a saxophone, a drum. They're all different families from different type of places of the world, bro. But when you bring them together, it makes a harmony that sounds so beautiful. It lasts forever. It's monetized and it produces royalties. And that's what meaningful connections do to you. So if you're in a situation now, you're back against the wall, you feel like you're being forced to sin, you feel like you're being forced to crash out, you feel like the job ain't working for you, the job force ain't working for you, DoorDash ain't working for you, the trap ain't booming, it ain't working for you either. Do a drop step with your pivot foot and change directions. Change directions, bro. Don't be scared. Because every time you're doing them regular shots, they get blocked. Change directions. Repivot. Restep. Don't fall off and go back to the same thing. You gotta do a different move. You're trying to play connect forward with me. I know all your moves. You put it right there. Every time you start over, every time you do the same move, every time, bro, I'm stopping that. And that's what's happening to you. You need to go re-strategize. So if you're sleeping in a car, you're sleeping in a U-Haul, you're sleeping outside in a tent, you're in a transitional period where God is trying to tell you things. And He probably needs you to repent. So before you give up, remember that. Hey, my book is out now. Ebook available, it's only $20. Paperback available, it's $25. You want to support the channel? Link in the bio. Soul Surgeon. let you in on the secret, bro. What if I told you that all that pain, everything that you went through, bro, what if I told you after you pass these tests, it's gonna be so hard to even remember the stuff that you went through, bro. I'm saying you remember it, but I'm saying the Lord's gonna bless you, bro. You're gonna be so blessed. You're gonna get so many blessings, bro. And everything you get, it's gonna stay forever, bro. It's gonna stay around. As long as you stay aligned, as long as you do the right thing, see. And I know you probably worried like, hey, bro, it's gonna be hard to stay down and stay consistent doing the right thing. But let me tell you, bro, it's not. Let me tell you how it's not. I used to steal all the time, bro. I couldn't walk in a store without stealing, bro. And I used to get away with it too. But I was on survivor mode, bro. You know, it was a season for that, bro. I learned my lesson. And then I started understanding how I was blocking my blessings. Then I got obedient, you know? And then I just trusted the process because I understand, bro, you in a situation where you don't have anything. Your record messed up. The folks won't give you a job. Temp service, shadow banned you. If family ain't talking to you, your car broke down. Bro, I understand. You feel like all you can do is just rob, steal, take. But I'm telling you, bro, I know you've been getting away with it. But I promise you, if you have faith, and just go ahead and give it up and just be like, man, you know what? I'm going to fast on that. I'm going to sacrifice on that. I ain't going to steal nothing. I'm going to trust that God going to see me opportunities, bro. You will see things opening up. It might be the lady at the gas station. You know what I'm saying? Give you something for free every day. It might just, you just never know, bro. But you still got to be, you know, you got to be doing whatever he tell you to do. Because the only reason you ain't been getting caught is because his grace. So I know you know, you might be dealing with somebody who done committed suicide, or you might be dealing with some heavy drugs, or your family member might have, you know, took themselves out of something crazy, bro. Because the things that happen to us, the things that happen to me, the things that happen to you, the things that you going through, I understand, bro. It's insurmountable. It's things that are just, you know, any type of regular person, they will fold, bro. But you don't be folding, bro. That's why he chose you to go through it. You saved your bloodline. You ended the pattern, bro. Your grandma couldn't beat it, sis. Your grandma she couldn't beat it. You stopped the prostitution. You stopped the alcohol addiction in your bloodline. You did all of that. You don't even know you did it. So let's understand, like, bro, everything you've been through, what if I told you, bro, you're gonna laugh about it one day, bro? You really gonna laugh about it? But don't fold. You can't fold now. All your enemies, bro, you gonna forget about them too. It's gonna be so hard to even remember their name, bro. I promise you. But all you gotta do is just keep stepping over them hurdles, bro. Just keep going over them traps. And God gonna bless you, bro. And the biggest thing you do, you fall in love with the trap. you fall in love with the thing that's holding you back. And when you start falling in love with that, and you start getting attached to that, see, let me tell you, it's not your fault that you fall in love with anything that you listen to. See, they tell you in the Bible, bro, her lips are sweet like honey. And her is not just a woman, it's metaphorically, vice versa. So when you listen to these people and you let what they say get in your soul, get in your heart, that triggers you to move. Especially if your ego is involved. 9 times out of 10, your ego is involved. But the only way you're gonna level up, bro, sis, and each level up is different. So let me tell you, you might be super down bad. You might have a traumatic situation and you're forced to level up. You know, you cut access off. Then after that, you have another situation where you cut access off again, but he gives you things. And it's all about when he cuts the access off, what you do. That's the biggest test. And you start to notice it. You remember you was hooked on drugs real bad? You was looking around for your perk all through the seat, or looking around for your weed all through the seat. That's when the test begins. What do you do when you lose it? Do you react? It could be person, place, thing. So if you like to control women, or you like to control men, what do you do when they ghost you? What do you do when they leave you alone? You know? That's what it really be about. So what do you do after these tests? What do you do when you're going through these tests? And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You gotta really just calm down. Like, y'all be so reactive. You be like hot lava, ready to explode, ready to react, bro. And all you gotta do is just chill, just relax. Like, everything somebody say to you, you gotta react. Every time you see a cigarette on the ground, it make you want to smoke. Every time you see somebody smoking a vape, now you gotta go smoke a vape. Every time you see somebody buying chicken, now you gotta go buy some chicken. Every time you smell some chocolate, now you gotta go. That's what I'm saying. You so reactive. You so reactive. So when they put some big boot, some BBLs in front of your face, you so reactive. They know how to make you move. That's your puppet master. That's your puppet master. When you do the gas station, blowing the gas, you so reactive. You might not buy it for him, but you go buy it for somebody else. You see that little liquor commercial? I'm just saying, bro, I'm not even trying to make you feel no type of way, but I'm trying to make you aware and get you clarity so you can understand. You know, what do you do when these tests come to you? What do you do when these tests come across you? Do you react to them? And I promise you, when you don't react, your brain finds something else to do. But the only reason the urge is so intense because your brain, your DNA, it's embedded. It's embedded in your spirit and your soul. And you gotta break it. That's why you gotta learn how to pray. That's why you gotta learn how to ask for the strength, because these spiritual battles you're going through, you cannot do it alone. You need a supernatural force. And that's the only way. Yeah, you can try to breathe, you can try to meditate, you can try to write stuff down. Those are good coping skills. But you gotta have that relationship. You gotta talk to them too. Why not? It's free. It's free, bro. But I'm telling you, you're already alone, you're already homeless, you're already in your situation right now. What else you got to lose? That's why you alone. That's why you in the situation that you in right now. Because he want a connection, he likes your heart, he likes your soul. And the fact that you can be in the situation right now that you in, and you still happy, and you still smiling, and you still looking beautiful, and you still having that sauce, he need that. The enemy can't recruit you. And he been trying so hard. Yeah, you might be hooked on a little what you got going on, but God gonna take that away from you. In his time, not in your time. I know you want it done in your time, but you gotta wait. Trust me, it's the plan. It's gonna be like shackles off your eyes. This is how Saul, when he turned to Paul, when he was going to Damascus, and he had Ananias to lift the shackles off his eyes on Straight Street. He gonna send Ananias on Straight Street. Your whole life gonna change. Cause you chosen for real. You know? And it's not even about being chosen or unchosen, but somebody that I'm talking to, they're activating right now and they're waking up. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, I'm just like you, bro. I watch the videos, I study you just like how you probably study me. Probably never write no comments. Might like a video every now and then. But I feel you, bro. I feel you, sis. And I'm so proud of you, whoever you are. Cause God needs you. You the realest. And I promise you, he got so much stuff for you. But I know it's heavy right now, bro. I know. Matter of fact, that your enemies, you slick needs your enemies right now. And you know that's your enemies right now. But you gotta play it like that right now. Because you need them on the low. And that's how you feel. But it's really a part of your story. Because you really tested them. They gonna look back at this one day and God gonna say they had a chance to save themselves by saving you. And the ones who did, the ones who look out for you, they gonna be straight later. But they make the wrong move right now and mess over you. Watch what's gonna happen to them, I promise you. So I know you watching these videos, you ain't never saying nothing on the comments and nothing. You just sitting back. I promise you, everybody's messing you over. Something gonna happen to them. And I ain't trying to push it. That is how it go. Cause you was sent to test them, and they failed. And you know how you is. You don't retaliate. You ain't trying to get no revenge. Matter of fact, you forgive them. And I promise you, every time you forgive your enemies, bro, something be happening to them. And I promise you, every time you're around your enemies, pray for them. Because something happens to them when you pray for them. And what I mean by something happens to them, when you pray for them and they don't know you praying for them, the demons inside of them runs away from you. I tried to do a sneak prayer on one of my enemies so they was around me. And they was quiet. I said that prayer, opened my eyes, and they was gone. They disappeared. The demons inside them, they felt it, and they had to go away. Because the beef was actually squashed, and they felt it. Bro, when you pray for your enemies, bro, and they don't know, something shakes the earth. They treat you differently by accident, and they don't even know why. I was just still expecting them to give me the side eye. But instead, they dapped me up, shook my hand, and asked me how my day is, bro. Hey, man, y'all like, share, subscribe, man. Y'all go crazy, man. Link in the bio. You know, y'all support the channel, man. Book out now. Ebook $20. Check the spam folder. Paper book $25. 3 to 5 days shipping. Instar. Boundaries and Discernment Masterclass. Let's get it. Thank you. A lot of these people think blessings are supposed to feel comfortable. But sometimes them blessings, bro, like they come wrapped up inside responsibilities. Crazy responsibilities that you wouldn't even expect to happen. And it's interesting, like when you start trying to get your life right, get your life together, you know, you might have stopped certain habits, certain drugs. There's certain just ways about how you were, and you think life is just finna be all smooth sailing. You know, you might learn how to pray more. You might just be an excellent prayer person, prayer warrior now. Praying with people at the gym, praying with people at the sauna, you know, at grocery stores. You might be moving with purpose now. You know, you're very purposeful now. At first, you didn't have no purpose. You was moving lost. And then life starts to turn around for you. You start to love being alone. Start to love being by yourself. Start to love, you know, spending time with God. And then it's like the universe, reality looks at you differently. It's like, okay, she's responsible now. He's responsible now. You know, you're not thirsty for attention no more. You're not thirsty for validation no more. And then life starts to give you blessings. Like, blessings out of the blue. Like, you wouldn't even think. It'd be so many blessings, you start to think like it's a trap. But it's not, bro. You know? It started to act like it started to seem like it's too good to be true. Because the old you is so used to walking into trap doors or illusions or to, you know, trick mirrors. But it's not. See, you actually earned the real thing. You actually earned, you know, all these blessings that are actually pouring out to you right now. So if you're getting blessed and you feel this resonating with you, this is for you. See, all the fear that you had in the past, all the times where you didn't run, where you had every single reason to, any other person would have ran. And you handle those situations, and those people who see you go through these situations, they're looking at you like God might be real. Because there's no way a human you got to give yourself some props. You got to show yourself some love. You got to tell yourself, hey, I have been getting my discipline better. I have been staying focused. I have been getting sharper. I do deserve this. I do deserve that. It's time. And these new blessings can either make you or break you. See, let me tell you. I was going through something in my life that, you know, I was super down bad. But God gave me the keys again to the car, bro. License, everything. When I was at my worst, had my enemies pick me up when I was in trouble. So he could show them one day that he could do it to them too. But all you gotta do is be willing, bro. Because you got two options. Either you be willing to clean yourself off and turn into that diamond, or try to get it fast and you be a slave with no future. You don't have to worry, bro. I'm finna tell you the truth. Now, when the Lord guides you to a blessing, bro, the blessing that he has for you, you know it was him that gave it to you because it comes with no problems, no strings attached, no, it's not a lemon, bro. It's all the way authentic. It don't break down on you. It's paid off for you. It's just so clean. Like, I'm telling you, it's for you. It aligns for you, and it helps you get more fruit. Like, it's just so fruitful for you. And that's how you know it's from him. And it's patient. You didn't have to rush to get it. It was patient. It came to you patient. You know? It just fits you perfectly. And then when you start to play with it, whatever it is, once you start to enjoy it, it starts to please other things about you too. And it starts to heighten those senses about you too. It starts to bring other things out you. It enhances your responsibility. You know. And he knows you're gonna like these things. It actually helps you grow. It's like you grow into it and you grow even further up with whatever it is that he blessing you with. It could be people, place, person, environment, responsibility. I'm telling you. Like I'm telling you, he'll amplify it. And that's how you know it's from him. But I guarantee you, if you start praying the right way instead of praying for money, like you gotta be praying in a way that you ask for strength and clarity and awareness and wisdom. And to be able to get the understanding to put things together, because then it will be worth shooting it up to heaven to ask it, because those are the blessings that you see instantly overnight. And all you gotta do is put that together and figure it out. It might require you to play defense. And defense is cutting back on things, stopping things, not spending money. It's subtracting things, pruning things in your life. That's playing defense. Being silent when someone trying you, not reacting, that's playing defense. Playing offense is making a move, scoring, attacking your goals, attacking your dreams. It might be making a phone call, reaching out to a client. It might be publishing on a video. It might be doing a great job doing somebody here. It might be, those are offensive moves, offense. It might be going, starting a homeless outreach, going helping other people. It might be going buying tents for people at Walmart and going out there helping people set them up. It might be making a whole bunch of sandwiches and going and feeding them at the library in Decatur. It might be things that's offense. That's you scoring, bro. Doing things for other people is a form of offense, bro. Those are 3-pointers. Doing things for other people is 3-pointers, bro. But you gotta do it willingly, because your heart, you get tested. It's examined. A lot of people give and they expect, they want things. They see other people doing their outreaches and they wonder how do these people having so much things to give away? Because their heart gives freely. So the people that's around them give to them freely without they don't even know why they're doing it, because the Lord pulls them to them. So if you're in a situation where you need people to get their heart to pull things to you, you gotta ask yourself, what's up with your heart? Is my heart greedy? Do I wanna have self-gain? Am I gonna pour it back out how someone poured into me? Am I just trying to take for my own selfish gain because I don't believe that God gonna keep blessing me? You gotta ask yourself that. Then work on that. Just start with something small, like hitting a like on a video or hyping the video, something small, like something that's free first. Do about 10 of those a day. There's something free. Saying hello when someone's mugging you. Hey, how you doing? How's your day? I know, how's your day today? Is your day? No, I'm doing good. How's your day? No, tell me about your day today. Smile at them. Make somebody else's day. When you at the Dollar Tree and stand in line, ask that lady if she want a drink. You want a Pepsi? I know you have a long line. You want a Pepsi? Bro, be nice, be generous, bro. Open the door for people. You don't do that. Pump the gas for somebody, man. Send it to your grandson, man. Because we need the Lord to give him a blessing, to give her a blessing, so he can keep it. Because the person that been blessing y'all, he just bless you for a moment. The snake just bless you for a second. It don't last forever, bro. So what's the point? It's wasting your time. Everybody discernment getting so high from folks see. Bro, I remember I had a 745, bro. I was like 19. This dude at the gas station seeing me, bro. He was like, bro, death following you. Bro, death gonna get you. I looked at him, I was like, bro, what you talking about, bro? You ain't even know me, period. Hey, he was right. Hey, he was right. Death was following me. But it never took me home with them. Maybe I need to tell you. Listen, bro. Listen, sis. It's just one day. Can you just give it up for one day? See, bro, these people around you, you got your tax money now. You know, they're trying to be all nice to you, hit you up. It's not a surprise that they hit you up out the blue. Bro, this has been going on for centuries. On and on and on and on. See, anytime you get momentum, bro, it attracts shapeshifters, parasitic type of people that come and drain your energy. And they get you any type of ways. They suck it out of you through lust. They suck it out of you through fear. They suck it out of you through you giving them too much information. You giving them too much access to your heart. See, that's your problem. Anytime you get any type of power or any type of money or any type of leverage, when the shapeshifters come around, you always let them in. You always let them in the party. You always let them in the door. You always let them in your home. You always let them in your heart. You always let them in your soul. You're supposed to move like a submarine when you get the money, when you get the blessings. You got to put your head in the water and get down low and get undetectable. He put the armor on you. He built the submarine for you in the silence, in the wilderness. So when you was in the wilderness, in your wilderness season, he would dip you down in that water, putting the truth on you. So you could understand the battlefield, so you could see the terrain, so you could see the piranhas, the sharks, the snakes. Because the submarine is undetectable, but it's armored up, equipped with technology, wisdom, power. And it can go lower than any ship that's sailing above the sea. And you're in Babylon, and the sea is full of nothing but lost souls. Nothing but lost souls, bro. Because they're supposed to be on the shore. But he sent you. See, this channel is not for me, it's for you. Soul Surgeons with an S. Yes. So we navigate through this sea, picking up lost souls and putting them in our submarine, taking them back to shore. But if your ship's not secure, your submarine is gonna sink. So I understand that you love to help people. But this is why. This is why you can't resist to help people. Because you were built to help and save people, help and save souls. That's what you signed up for. But you're doing it immaturely. You're doing it without the proper wisdom. Your heart's in the right place. And that's why God's been protecting you. That's why God's been saving you. Yeah, you put your hand up, you got cut, you got some scars. But you learned from your lesson. And that's why God be blessing you. Now let me tell you how to stay low. See, when you're a submarine in this sea of lost souls, You got to understand who you are first. And you got to understand a lot of barracudas and snakes are going to try to get in there. Just because you big and shiny and you a star, they going to play with you. You understand? But you can't let them get in your system. You can't let them fear. You can't let them feel that you fear them. Because once the shapeshifters recognize that you fear them, they're gonna eat you up. Once the shapeshifters recognize that you recognize their mask, leave you alone. So if you can't handle being alone, if you can't handle being a submarine, being low key, you're gonna have a lot of problems on this journey, man, sis. Because right now, you ain't in a season where you're supposed to be flexing and be a yacht, the flashiest boat. You might need to just be a submarine right now and just get where the destination is telling you to go. So are you in your submarine season? Or are you flexing that yacht boat? It's on you, man. Hey, let me explain something real quick about Babylon, bro. Because like a lot of people, they hear that word and immediately think of ancient buildings and kings and statues and old Bible stories. That's not what Babylon is about. See, Babylon was never just a city. Babylon is a power structure, a system. You understand? See, Babylon is what happens when a culture rewards illusions instead of the truth. You know, being fake. See, like, when people get ahead by pretending when status matters more than character, that's when people start living through mass instead of identity. That's Babylon, bro. See, now, here's where it gets interesting at. Because once you understand Babylon, you start noticing something, bro. And people start shape-shifting. I'm not talking about some sci-fi monster turning into a wolf shape-shifting. See, I'm talking about people changing their personality depending on the room they walk into. You know, one version of them at church, another version of them at work, another version of them around money, another version of them around you. They got so many different masks that, you know, I call them shapeshift. They shapeshift when they come around you. And the reason they shape is because Babylon teaches people how to do that. They teach us, like, the rule's simple, bro. Adapt or get left behind. There ain't no keeping it real. So people learn how to wear masks. They learn how to put a mask on, shapeshift, turn into you. So they might be agreeing with you, where they secretly envy you. They might be supporting you while waiting on you to fall, waiting on you to fail. That's Babylon, bro. Mask after mask after mask after mask after mask, then they come around you and act like everything cool. But here's the part that people miss, though, bro. See, the reason that you can't be controlled and they can't control you because you got something special inside of you, bro, that they don't got inside of them. See, you got an inner compass. I call it the instar. You see? And this inner compass, it gives you a sense of direction.
It don't come from the crowd. It don't come from the system. It don't come from Babylon, bro. It don't come from these trends. It don't come, matter of fact, you start the trends. It don't come from approval. It don't come from none of that. It just come from alignment with God. It just come from God being proud of you. He's sent you where to go. So when Babylon try to pull you into the illusion, you don't shape shift. You stay the same person, the same sis, the same bro, keeping it real. That's why people with the N-star inside and with the inner compass make the shapeshifters feel uncomfortable around. Because the mask can't manipulate them. You know? You see through the mask. You can't confuse you, bro. You can't guilt trip someone like you. You don't get redirected. You see through the veil, bro. You see through the act. You see through the whole disguise. That's how you are. And once someone see through Babylon, like you stop chasing the illusion. Stop trying to impress the shapeshifters. Stop performing for a system that was never built for truth. Just never. Start walking their own direction. And that's when things change. Because Babylon only has power over people who needs approval. But the moment you follow your inner compass, the N-star inside of you, bro, you step outside the illusion. I understand that. So if your life has changed, after you start seeing these patterns, write in the comment section, my life has changed. Listen, bro, I'm not even gonna waste your time, bro. You know, you gotta pay attention, man, because if you see people who not working on themselves, and they always, you know, trying to start an argument, always trying to start a fight, bro. It might be family, they might be close to you. Bro, you get the people you gotta watch out for, bro. You gotta watch out for them people, bro. You gotta watch out for them because they get used. They shape shift, bro. They transform, bro. They're here to stop your transformation. And they subconsciously don't even know that they're doing it. They're not even trying to do it, bro. And that's the tricky thing about it, bro. See, these people who do these type of things, or who get used to shape shift, they locked in, like, they locked into an intrusive thinking. So what I mean by that is, like, since they can't control their thoughts, soon as an intrusive thought, a loop, or some type of this interjection, adversity comes to them, they drift. And they drift so hard, bro, they drift into you. Throw you off course. Because when they drift, they believe that they're on the right course, that they're doing the right thing, that they're going the right way. And they got it all backwards. See, let me tell you who you are. See, if you gravitate into these videos, if you're watching these videos, and these videos are popping up on you, you're most likely a pioneer like me. Yeah, you're more than likely a course creator. You create paths, you create course for other people, and people follow you. And you don't go off emotions, you go off instinct. You go off the N-star inside of you, the inner compass that calibrates to your soul and tell you where to go. So if you're wondering why your spirit gets heavy when someone gives you direction and you don't resonate with it, you don't feel it, it makes your eyebrow, pop. This is why, because that compass, the inch star inside of you, it feels it's being misled. And this is a special gift that you have. See, the instincts that you have, the special ability to detect if someone's lying, the special abilities to know, discern if a spirit is of God or if it's shape-shifting, trying to interfere with your trajectory. See, your spirit feels this. You know this. So if you're around people and they try to gaslight you or try to get you to turn down your discernment or try to, you try to give them reasonings why you feel a certain way and they try to turn it down and try to make you feel like you tripping, or watch out for them. See, a lot of people like to quiet your faith because having faith is supernatural. See, being able to believe in things you can't see is a special ability. In modern day society, if you don't say faith behind that, they're gonna think you're crazy. And we live in a world where the majority of people care so much about what people think about them, but yet have no tribe to hold them accountable. Or to depend on, or really even be there for them. But yet, they drift and influence you to drift too, which is not your fault. Because monkey see, monkey do. I'm not calling you a monkey, but that's what happens sometimes. You start to see all those monkeys do the same thing, and next thing you know, you try it out. And all the monkeys might be doing fitting all at the same time, and you might want to see what the hype is about. All the monkeys might be stripping at the same time. You might see what the hype is about. All the monkeys might be selling drugs at the same time, or stealing money at the same time, or robbing at the same time. But you turned your head. You knew it was wrong. And even though they said you would go broke, or you wouldn't survive, or you wouldn't make the cut, or you said, that's all right. I know God got something better for me. And that's why he dusted you off and cleaned you back up. And now you're a blessing. I'm proud of you. Hey man, if you're going through any of these situations that I'm talking about, if you feel like it's getting out of hand, you can tap in with me. If you want to join my cause, just leave a comment. Say please call. If you got something on your chest and you just want to vent, leave it in the comment section too. I understand the truth hurts. Go ahead and vent. You want to show love? Show love. You want to buy my book? $25, 3 to 5 days for it to ship to your house. Ebook, check your spam. $20, $25 for the paper book copy. Have a good day, man. Y'all be safe. Soul Surgeon. I'm saying, bro, like, don't even feel bad these folks did that to you, bro. You know, like, it happened for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. See, when you decided not to fold and you decided to stand up for yourself and you decided to stand strong and go head first, that person that was in your way, it don't matter what you would have said. It don't matter what the problem would have been. It don't matter, bro. No matter what it would have been, bro, they was there to reject you. They was there to send you the other way. They was there to make you give up. They was there to make you quit, bro. See, that's why when they say everything happened for a reason, bro, because everything be happening for a reason, like. And the reason it happened because you be trying to control every single thing without God, bro. See, it's a lot of people who try to manifest and manufacture blessings without the source or without the, you know, the grace. And it's like these people cut corners and shortcuts. But then the only reason these people are, it seems like they risen up because the Lord likes to show how he make you fall, how you can fall when you're doing wrong. So you might catch some people, you know, cutting corners and it look like they winning. It might look like they winning. But before the Lord snatch your soul, he want you to be higher in your horse first, all the way up. So when he take your head off, everybody will see. I call it a spiritual beheading. Because you see how fast they rise and how fast they fall. They try to do it without God. They try to do it without the permission of the Lord. See, anytime the Lord gives you favor and he blesses you, and you don't cite the word, source the word, say where you got the word from, say where you got the blessing from, say his name, give him glory. You don't like that. Just like when someone's take your swag and they don't say that they got it from you. When they say they created it themselves, it makes you mad, right? That's the same way it is with the Lord. So if you know the Lord is blessing you right now, no weapon formed against you is prospering because of him. How are you returning the favor? Maybe you should start doing that. Maybe you should stop thinking about yourself so much. I don't know what this is for. And I know you're probably getting mad right now. You probably want to say something crazy. Say something crazy in the comment section. That's fine. I know it hurts. The truth really do be hurting. But the thing is though, when you accept it, that's when you start to grow. When you let the rain hit you and you just, no, hey, ain't no escaping it, man. Just let it wash me off. That's when you start to grow for real. But you keep running from change, you will never turn into a butterfly. I just need you to think like that. Open up your mind some more. Because there's people watching you. And you hold the keys to their breakthrough. But they gotta see you do it first. I don't know why. That's just how it is, because they don't have a lot of faith. They have little faith. See, you gotta understand, there's so many people plugged up to systems they didn't sign up for, to things they didn't sign up for. They're unconsciously plugged in to programs, systems, structures, enslaved. And their environment is affecting their choices, and choices is affecting their identity, and their identity, of course, that's their destiny. But you hold the keys to break that. But it starts with you having integrity. Because before they take a chance, they're gonna watch you do it first. Can you accept that responsibility? Because if you do, money and stuff like that, it's nothing. Your status and rank in heaven, the way they look at you. So when you die, when you transcend, it's a ceremony. A ceremony of how you changed the culture. How you brought peace and harmony back. And you made it cool to love again. You made it cool to be authentic again. You made it cool to keep it real again. You made it cool to hold your friends and family accountable again. So God can smile and give us his blessings because we're less than him. I know you love the world. I know you love everything in it. But can you detach and love yourself even more? That's all I want to know. Soul Surgeon. Y'all be careful this weekend. Spring break. Anything can happen, man. Pray for me, I pray for you, pray for everybody.
Bag available, book available now, man. So if you want to learn about boundaries or discernment, you want to make sure you're on the right path, read the book ASAP, only $20.
I don't know who need to hear this, but I promise you, you're really doing better than you think. You're just not giving yourself enough credit. I know you stand down, I know it seems like stuff is hard. I know your heart feels heavy. But if your heart feels heavy, bro, that means you gotta release something that's holding you back. So maybe it's a thought process, maybe it's a way of thinking. Maybe you're trying to control things too much. And most likely that's what it is. See, when you're trying to control outcomes too much, your anxiety goes up and your faith goes down. See, when you start losing faith, you stop believing in the miracle. You stop believing in the unseen, that things are working in your favor behind the veil. And once you stop believing that, you start believing in failure. And that's guaranteed. If you believe in that. So the moment you give up and surrender and stop believing in yourself, you pretty much guaranteed failure. back door open just in case you go wrong. Put all your hands in, all hands on deck. Soldier, why not? The instar that comes within is guiding you to it. Every time you fall back, it's a voice that keeps telling you to get back up and go to it. And every time them people around you try to tell you, oh, it's old, but that thing ugly. Oh man, give up on that. Oh, you can't sing. Oh, you're not a good dancer. Oh, you shouldn't do this. Oh, you gotta fix your teeth. Oh, you gotta... They just know you can really do it. That's not wisdom. That's adversity. And adversity, it creates perfection if you lean into it. So you're not gonna make every shot. But I guarantee you, if you see yourself make one shot, you'll at least keep shooting. And next thing you know, you're a good shooter. And next thing you know, you're a three-point shooter. And next thing you know, you're a legend. But I don't know what this is for, bro. I just don't want you to stop. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on that rapping. Don't give up on that singing. Don't give up on that video, YouTube, whatever you got going on in life, coding, whatever you're doing. And as far as that family member, that brother, that sister that you wanted them to support you, you wanted them to be there for you, and you wanted them to cheer with you, don't worry about them. See, they feel the momentum shifting, they feel you rising, and they hate it. Inside, they despise it because they wanted to do you like that. They wanted to throw the pie in your face. They wanted to flex in your face. But the Lord wasn't going to allow that, because when you rise, He know you ain't throwing pies in people's face trying to get back on people. You're trying to redistribute to people, help other people. Matter of fact, that's your flaw. You get used for helping people. They just want to flex on people. You get murked. Hurting people. Because they hurt. Because you know hurt people hurt people. So don't worry about your siblings. See, the thing is, He's gonna use them as your footstool one day. You're gonna have an opportunity to either step on them or to help them up like Joseph. But I already know what you're gonna do. You're gonna lend out your hand. And that's why He chose you. And you're gonna forgive them. But you're not ever gonna forget. Because they do need accountability and discipline. Plus boundaries. So they can be great. So don't worry about them. You're good.
First thing about it, bro, they was never gonna get away with doing what they did to you. I promise you, bro, sis. You know, see, where they've been getting people hooked on drugs, and beating people, bullying people, turning people out. So long, bro. So long. Not only them, their granddaddy been doing it, their mama been doing it. Bro, their whole bloodline's been doing it, bro. But you, see, you was sent to put a stop to everything they got going on. You actually help them to stop passing down the wickedness of lying, stealing, thieving, murder, adultery, everything that they've been doing to you. You help them break that out of their bloodline. Because they were the last person. And you was the last person that they could ever try to harm or do something ill will to. See, God gave them an option. He came to them and told them to confess to you. And if they confess to you, or stop trying to do what they had intended to do to you, they'll be given salvation. They'll be given a chance to have a better life. Some of them did it. Some of them spared you. Some of them left you alone. The Spirit told them to leave you alone. They left you alone, bro. They ghosted you. Just how they were supposed to do. But they told you right before you tried to slip it in that they had this or they had that. They was forced to tell you. Some people say you got special powers. Some people say you make them. But no. They saved themselves. When they saved you. You ever seen a bear run up on a human and just say never mind? That's what happened to you. And you didn't realize it. But they really could have got you. And that's why you need to be grateful, bro. There's been so many times where you could have got revenge, crashed out, you done seen them tiptoeing. You seen them on your yard. You seen them stealing. You seen them with their hand in the creek jar. You could have took it in your own hands, but you didn't, bro. You gave other people grace. And that's why your life is straight, bro. That's why you straight now. That's why God is finna use your life as a living testimony to show people that they can start their life over, bro. They can come from a life of sin and still walk with Christ all the way to the end, bro. He is the Alpha and the Omega, bro. And you could be with him. I know you probably clicked off the video by now. I'm just telling you my truth. Maybe it help you. Because you look like me. Or you ain't got nothing and you live right here on the curb. This is what you living like. You might as well try it. You ain't got nothing else to lose. You already broke. You might as well try it out, bro. Because honestly, you can't beat this stuff by yourself. You can't. There is no way that you could beat all these addictions, temptations, without having a relation with the Creator, bro. Soul Surgeon. Bro, having a relationship with the Creator is the smartest thing you can do. That's the only thing that can save your life, bro. I'm telling you, listen. If the Creator's not on your side, you walking around here, you know, doing evil or playing both sides, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you, dog. You just got a matter of time. It's just only a matter of time before that thing catch up to you. I promise you, bro. It always be like that. It ain't never just sweet, bro, out here. Like, it's always just a matter of time. So you see somebody over here getting away with, you know what I'm saying, something wicked, getting away with selling something crazy, getting away with stealing something crazy every time, bro. Don't get fooled, my son. I'm telling you, I promise, son. It's just a matter of time before they get caught. And if they do rise up in rank, bro, they don't tell you, bro. The only reason they rise up in rank, bro, because these people who sin, who do criminal activity, bro, who you know what I'm saying, who living like that, bro, they understand that the more they do evil, the more reward they get. So what I mean by that, like the bigger you sin, the more you get paid, bro. So I break it down, like, you start to notice it, bro. Like, if you sell like little baby weed, or you sell like little baby stuff, you'll start to realize, like, okay, you know, when I rip people off a little bit, I get more money. I get a little bit more profit. That'd be the first sign. So you start doing more and more and more of that. Start making more money. You start getting more greedy, but you're really feeding the sin. You're feeding the greed in you that was in your granddaddy, that was in your grandmama. You know? So then you start doing that. Because when you was trying to keep it 100 at first, you were trying to do business the right way. But then you realize, you know, the profit wasn't good enough. So you probably leveled up to a bigger drug, to something that was more profitable. But you didn't understand that it came with more risk. It came with more demonic spiritual forces attached to it. It came with the customers. It came with the product. It came with all of that was tied into it. So you didn't understand once you leveled up from what you were selling to what you got, that it came with that. That's why you was rewarded with more money, because the people who get the money to pay for this type of luxury, demonic spiritual experience, they do highly demonic activity to get the rewards to receive the money. So they might gotta steal from their granddaddy, steal from their grandma, have sex with, I don't even want to say it. They doing the most wickedest stuff, robbing banks, sticky notes. They doing all this type of stuff you would never even think about doing it, but they getting it done. And the funny thing about it, when you talk to these people and you talk about doing the right thing, or you talking about not sliming you out, like, them being nice is a little sin. So what I mean by that, when they really want to take your whole stash, they just take $50 out of it. To them, they feel like they was doing good. You see the mindset? You see the mindset? So God brung you out of them situations. God brung you out of these type of people. God brung you out of these type of things where you don't have to deal with that, but you understand the mindset, and you see the mindset of these type of people. But then when you came around showing love to these type of people, showing them, you don't have to go into the spirit of greed. You don't have to go into the spirit of lust. You don't have to go into the spirit of thievery, murder. Because they seen how you move. They seen how miracles still happen when you keep it 100. But the way the demons taught them, bro, crime pay you, bro. The bigger the sin, the bigger the reward. So when Buddy trains you to go and run down anybody getting money out of the ATM machine, he trains you to how to get fast money. He didn't train you on the consequences of what happens when you live that life forever, bro. So, I know this is definitely not for everybody, bro, but this is for somebody who in the streets, who is thinking about living a life of crime, bro, who need it fast, who think they need it fast, who think they gotta get it overnight, bro. This is for you. This is for you, bro. It's for you living in that illusion, bro. Where you gotta be a hot boy. I'm telling you. That's not what you want in life, bro. Learn how to make money. Find a skill. But most importantly, keep it real with yourself. Keep it real with God, man. Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget that book going stupid, bro. You better buy that book. Get the ebook right now. Especially you watch all my videos, get the ebook, bro. I got the bags available too. Never giving up, bro. All day, every day, it's pouring out wisdom. Like, you gotta ask for strength, bro, because, like, I promise you, bro, these people play so many puppet master games, snake charm and shapeshifter games, bro. You can't keep up. I ain't gonna lie. So many different illusions, like, that's why you gotta stay focused, on the source, like, because you will feel the pull. You will feel the pull of peace. And like, the pleasure from the Lord, you feel me? Like, he give you real peace, real satisfaction. Like, you can tell the difference because it send you back on the right track. Like, the temptation that he give you, it's something that's good, but it get the job done. It send you on the right track. It send you back filled up with the blessings from the snake, from the serpent. How you feeling like, drained, depleted, like you just got sucked by a vampire. Like a vampire just bit you in the neck, bro. You really feel that way, And then you feel like you gotta go back to them just to get that right. Just to feel whole again. Because what they do is, once they bite you, they suck all the blood out your heart. All your willpower, all your peace, all your joy, all your happiness. They steal it from you little by little. And let me tell you how they let you steal it. See, and these are signs of it. So whenever you do something good, they reinforce your behavior with something negative. So if you call me, you needed me there, instead of showing me love for it, you start bossing me around more. You see what I mean? So basically, like, bro, they reinforce your positive behavior with negative behavior. So you try to do more positive things to them to hope that they gonna treat you better or treat you with respect, or stop beating on you, stop hitting on you, stop spitting on you, stop kicking you. But they still keep kicking you when you down, keep spitting on you. And right then and there, that's when you invited evil in your home. And as soon as you invite them in, they will not get out. They will not get out, bro. They will stay in their system. See, they knew you were lonely. They knew that you were so desperate to put some furniture in here that you don't care where it came from. You don't care where it came from. As long as it was free and it looked good, you didn't check and see if it had bed bugs under there. You didn't check to see the history of it, what happened to the last owner. You didn't check. Underneath and see what it came with monsters under the bed. You didn't check that. You just heard it was free. So you let these things in your home and you don't know they claws and cranes, spider webs. They stick to the wall. They stick to your walls. Inside your home, inside your mind. Smell like smoke. Dirty it up, bro. And you try to clean it off. You try to get it out. But you just get so tired. Because they drain your energy. And one day you just said, hey, give me that cigarette. Give me that crack. Give me that fit now. I ain't got nobody else. And then you let them in your home, bro. But the thing is, though, when you fully gave up, something happened. Hey, remember that? When you fully gave up, when you really surrendered, when you was like, man, I'm gonna die. I can't do nothing about it, bro. It's too much for me. Something happened. Something happened. Something insane happened. That's when everything happened. That's when everything changed. Right when you gave up on your own, trying to fix things. If you had that moment in your life, what happens next after that? Put it in the comment section. Cause somebody out here going through it and they think that they gonna die in that situation. They think they finna be, it's over with, like, it's not. See, you're in your parachute moment. You're in your pull the string down, jump off the helicopter moment. You know, somebody pushed you out the plane and you forced to fly. But you gotta lean on something that's in the sky. That really created you, bro. It's not gonna let you die. But I promise you do gotta try though, bro. You gotta try. You already got the suit on. Now just keep flying, bro. Just fly. I guarantee you, when you land, you make that first landing, and you didn't die, you're gonna tell everybody how you survive. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna make you cry. But you're gonna be so changed, you're gonna be so different, you're gonna be a blessing. And you're gonna hold the keys to healing. Because you let God do it to you. That's why you got that supernatural feeling, man. Hey, Soul Surgeon, man. Link in the bio of the book, going crazy, man. Show love to yourself. Show love to God. It's so crazy how they make it so easy to give up, bro. They make it so easy to give up. And so hard to keep going. That's why you gotta just not be so reactive, bro. You can't be so on edge. You can't be so quick to move, so quick to, you know, blow up, turn up. I'm telling you. Because people, they'll hype you up, boost you up, egg you on to do it. To make you feel like you a part of the tribe, and if you don't do it, they look at you like shunning you, like, oh, you ain't about what you be talking about. You ain't like that. You ain't like that. And that's how they get you, bro. Every single time. Every single time. And you gotta watch out for these type of booby traps, this type of bait, you know. And that's why I try to preach and tell you to put your safety on the trigger, bro. You gotta have the safety on the trigger at all times. You know, you gotta be clever as a fox, but bold as a lion. Cause sometimes you're gonna have to strike. But you gotta have your cleverness, you gotta be foxy. You know what I mean by foxy. You gotta be cunning, wise, have discernment, to know where the traps are at, to know, oh, maybe this is a trap, oh, maybe this is a bait, oh, I can't set up shop right here. But then you gotta be fierce as a lion to move, you know, to be strong. I ain't gonna lie, lions don't catch all they prey. I think the stats for lions is what, like, what, they only catch what, 70%? You know, you can quote me in the comments, fact check me in the comments section. What I'm saying, bro, they don't catch all they prey. So every time they, you know, they out on the hunt like you might not catch it all every day. But when you do catch it, you eat good. You go crazy. You got enough. But don't forget who you are when you're out there in that terrain. You know, navigating. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be alert, you gotta be aware, especially you a young king. You know, you're trying to form your pride, you're trying to form your pack. You can't have everybody be roaming the terrain with you. You know? You might walk into that pack of hyenas that box you in. You know, they eat you alive. They don't play with you and they laugh when they do it. Yeah. So this season, the loneliness that you're going through right now, man, it's just getting you prepared. Because when God turns you into a king or a queen, if you're not already one, He's gonna show you how to navigate the chessboard His way. Because when you spiritually elevate with God, with the Lord, you know, the attacks that's formed against you, they're not personal. They're not for you. They're for Him. Because when you do the things you do, by being obedient, he can supernaturally use you through the Holy Spirit. And that's how he can be everywhere. But he can only use chosen vessels who allow the Holy Spirit to come through. That was his gift. He gave it to Saul. It turned into Paul. Oh, I finished. I'm just saying. So all you gotta do is just be obedient, bro. You know, trust your heart. Your heart give you conviction and be like, oh, you know, I shouldn't do that. But that's wrong. Trust it. Trust your gut. You'll be rewarded for that. You'll see small things happen, like start to go your way. Small little increments, small little pieces. You'll start to feel a sensation of peace and joy for no reason. You won't have to go to the gas station or the liquor store to buy this and that. It'll be for the free. For the free. Especially when the Lord is in your mind, in your brain, right there in your forehead. You know. I'm just telling you how to do it for the free. You say you want to get peace. You say you want to get joy. You say you want to get love. You say you're tired of being a scrub. I used to be the person that got to wait on my phone to ding to see a good morning text for me to be happy. I realized bro, something was wrong with me, bro. Hey, that's not right. There's nothing in this world that should be making me feel joy and peace. That means I love the world too much. Because happiness comes from within. It's already inside of me. I just had to find it. I just had to clean it. The way I found it by just keeping it real with myself. You can do the same thing too. So how you gonna live your life? How you gonna live it? You know, they try to make you feel like keeping it, I guess having different masks around different people, that's the way to go. Faking it till you make it, that's the way to go. But listen, little bro, listen, sis. Don't ever do that, bro. If you train your tongue, tell lies, the Lord can't be in you, bro. So you need to be able to ask the Lord to amplify your gifts, your abilities. But if your mind is tainted, you won't even know to ask for that. Hey man, my book is helping people, bro. So you want to learn how to stop emotional triggers, how to see, you know, traps before they come in. You might be going through some of this stuff I done went through, bro. You want to do a call with me? Everything in the bio, link in the bio. Want to support the channel? Link in the bio. Be great, man. Love yourself. Bless somebody else. Go crazy. Really doing way better than you think. Just because like you're not seeing a lot of signs and it feel like heaven getting quiet, it don't mean that you want to roll on track. Sometimes they want to test your integrity. Your integrity has to be tested.
See, heaven, they like to see if you're gonna do the right thing when no one's looking. And you can stay consistent when you're not getting applause, or you're not getting a blessing, or you're not getting things coming out the blue. You know? They want to see how long you can, I guess, hold your head in the water. You know, how long can you swim underwater before you lift your head up and get some fresh air? Because sometimes, like, when you're on these missions, you gotta move like a submarine. You gotta be very low key, but you gotta be impactful, strong, present, but undetectable, and get to your mission, equipped with knowledge and wisdom of how to navigate the terrain solo. A lot of people can't do that because being underwater, it has a lot of pressure. But the Holy Spirit, the Lord, He gives you the armor. He gives you the protection so you can move low key to your destination and take other people with you. See, the submarine that He's building for you is not only for you, it's for other people. So they can make it to their promised land, to their milk and honey. See, the thing that you've been going through for the past 7 to 12 years, or maybe all your life, it was just preparing you so you can have the submarine to take other people who deserve to be in there with you on the mission. See, it was never just about you. So when you reflect, and you think about your past, everything happened for a reason. See, the light in you is so bright that it blinded the people who loved you. To everybody who's in love with you, supported you, it wasn't a coincidence that they left you, that they betrayed you, or they just faded away. See, they always understood that, and subconsciously, that the Lord was going to protect you. That's why you probably had to live the life where you never could depend on people. You always had to get it yourself. And it always happened to you. It will always end up in your hands. You know? And even when you did go on rock bottom, you didn't kick and scream and switch to other teams. You didn't. See, that's why the Lord kept His hand on you. Because He knew your heart would endure the pain and suffering, because that's what He used to help you build the submarine. See, when you lost that sea in Babylon, you got to be undetectable. Because in Babylon, everybody wears a mask. And the mask change depending on the frequency of your power. See, in Babylon, they can feel your energy, they can feel your power, they can see if you got momentum or not. And that's when they attack. That's when they attack your dam. That's when they attack your lighthouse. That's when they get in your stream of water. That's when they try to get the Holy Spirit about you. That's when they get the inner compass inside of you. That's when they attack that. And what they do is they they separate that. And how they separate it, they attack your beliefs. So anything that you believe in, they try to hit it with science. They try to hit it with physics. Ether. They try to make it seem like you're delusional. And if you feed into it, and if you engage, and if you converse back and forth. See, back in the day, they called those people mockers. They call them folly. Never speak to them. Never tell them the truth. Especially when you've been set free. See, when you've been released from Babylon, it's like being released from prison. Like the people you was locked up with, they're gonna hear your name get called. They're gonna be like, AJ, hey Mac, hey, time to go home one way. They gonna hear it, bro. They gonna hear it. But then before you get out, they gonna be trying to get your number. They gonna be trying to, be cool with you, be close with you. Cause maybe you can help them get out. But 9 times out of 10, they gonna resent you. They gonna be mad at you. So when they hear your name, they gonna not talk to you. They gonna not say farewell. They ain't gonna throw you no deuces. They gonna tell you to hurry up and get out. And it's not nothing personal with you. They just hate to see the reflection of them. When they look at you, you show them what they could have done if they stayed consistent. They hate that about themselves. But since you're the mirror, they reflect it on you. See, we don't hate these people. We pray for these people. We bless these people. We give to these people. And when we give to these people, they hate that even more. So don't worry about what nobody think. Just keep going and keep going and doing the right thing. Because these shapeshifters can't stop what God got for you. Only thing can stop is you. Don't shapeshift on yourself. Soul Surgeon, man.